In this episode of Learning by Doing, the crazy adventures continue. I set off solo from Papua New Guinea to Indonesia, around a 20-day passage, stopping off at Hermit Islands and have an amazing 5 days swimming with Manta Rays there. Absolutely mind-blowing experience for me. Enjoy! Okay, good morning. I am exiting Kavieng, PNG. It's on the top of New Island. Been here for 4 days, staying over at the Nusa Resort. Shout out to those guys, they're amazing place they got going there, so friendly, so good. Amazing food. Lived like a bit of a king for the last few days compared to the last couple of months. Anyway, had a few beers. Yeah, thanks Nick and crew over there, amazing. I'll definitely come back one day. And for all you surfers out there, this place is off the beaten track, but there's world-class waves here during the surf season. You should give it a look. Nusa Resort in Kavieng. I'm heading out now to Indonesia really, but I'm going to stop for a few days in between. I've got 15 days to get to Indonesia and it's about 10 or 11 days sailing. So I've picked out a couple of atolls about 100 miles offshore and I'm going to stop out there. I'm on my own now. This will be my longest solo sail voyage. Dion, who's been with me for the last 6 weeks, he left this morning at 4 o'clock and got a flight down to Port Moresby and then back to Australia. So I'm soloing it now. Pretty excited about that. It was cool having Dion on board. It's a big challenge for me. This will be the longest by far that I've gone completely solo. Well, it's mid-afternoon, maybe 3 o'clock. Sort of been motor sailing since I left. There's just been no wind, but just about enough wind to sail now. I'm only doing 4 knots and there's only 5 knots of breeze, but nice to turn the engine off. A little bit of breeze, it's a bit cooler now. It's sweltering hot before with no breeze. I'm just getting to the tip of New Hanover and then I'm going to turn and start heading directly west basically. Yeah, not much happening, got a fishing line out, listening to some music, reading a book. It's real nice being alone actually, just time just sort of passes by and starting to have some thoughts and starting to ponder a little bit on the past 2 months really. So much happened and it's sort of been on the move all the time and just crazy experiences and things been going on, and it's yet to sink in, but I'm guessing in the next few days, especially with this real calm conditions, I guess I'll start thinking about it. It's been amazing, like Solomons were just mind-blowing really. Definitely way too fast through there, but I don't really have an option. The problem is there's nowhere safe to keep the boat. I have to go back to Europe to do a photo shoot and just sort of have to keep moving, but I'll definitely go back. Just scratch the surface here. The people are amazing and obviously the beaches and the islands and the coral and everything are just mind-blowing. Indo's going to be amazing, I think. Lots of fun stuff coming up. Life is good. It's incredible. Just meeting amazing people and having great experiences, and I got a lot to be thankful for, and I realise that. It's not luck, I choose this and I do it and I work hard, but still a lot to be grateful for. Whew, day number 3, 3.5. It's Hermit Island behind me, or Hermit Islands. You can't see it, but there's a big ring of reef. It's a lagoon actually. So yeah, I've got to go right around the western side of it, and then I'll cut back in and go behind that big island over there. A couple more hours and I'll be there. Have a well-earned rest. Good sailing now though. Sailed all night. Just had the engine on for an hour or so early this morning, but pretty good, pretty good. So it's just getting around to the end of the lagoon to go in, and Bobby and Mantas cruised along in their boat. They live on this little island over here. What's the name of your island, guys?
Our island is Makan Island.
Makan Island?
Yeah, Makan.
Alright.
We live in Makan, and our school at Akip Island.
Our big island name is Luf Island.
Luf. Okay, thanks for the visit, and they gave me a big pumpkin. Very nice. So cool, those guys just dropped in. I was sailing along having a coffee and they screamed up behind me and said, "What up?" and gave me some advice on where to park and where to anchor, and real good welcome to this little island. So stoked. Okay. Bye bye. Thanks for the visit. So I'm sailing into the lagoon. Well, I'm inside the lagoon now. It's called Hermit Islands. Lots of little islands, and as you can see from that map, reefs just everywhere. Lots of little islands. It looks all beautiful, you know, as far as the eye can see. Just looks all sweet, but there's reefs everywhere. So I'm gonna be careful. This is the first time I'm entering a lagoon like this on my own, actually. So I'm just taking it very easy. I've got all my sails up still, no engine, but looking out for reefs. Last thing I want to do is get stranded out here. Hermit Islands is about 140 nautical miles, so about 250, 270 k directly off the mainland of Papua New Guinea, north of Papua New Guinea. I'm not far from the equator right here, so it's pretty remote. Not many people come through here, but they're very friendly, as I've already seen. So I'll just manage my way around the reefs, find a good anchorage, and then go and see. I'm wondering whether it'll be different now that I'm on my own, the reaction from the villagers. There's always been two of us before, so maybe they'll treat me differently now I'm on my own.
in the sky, fearing you won't come down. Darling, a strange, you put so much thought into the afterglow. Now rearranging all in your mind for predictive flow.
Well, I'm just pulling out of Hermit Island lagoon. Been here about, I think, 5 days. I only planned to stay 3, but it's just been that good that I just stayed, and I'll catch the time up somewhere else, I guess. What an amazing place, like just being able to basically jump off my boat, swim 50 meters forwards, and swim with Manta Rays 3 or 4 times a day, depending on the current through the pass. But huge Manta Rays, you see it in the video, it's just unbelievable. You can actually, they swim right over you, can touch them. They're not tame, no one feeds them, but they're just doing their thing. There's just, this pass has a special current, and there's just an abundance of plankton and all sorts of food, because there's dolphins, there's millions of turtles. There's last night there was a massive bait ball right beside my boat. I was shining a torch on it, and it was just spinning around like a hurricane, and there was trevally and tuna and everything just thrashing it, going crazy. And just an amazing place. And Bob, the old guy who lives there, he's been diving and taking care of these manta for many years. He makes sure, tries to make sure that people take it easy through there with their boats, so in case they don't hit the mantas. And he took me the first couple of times, and then I went by myself after that. But amazing guy, a lot of knowledge. Sad to leave, but maybe I'll be back one day. Hopefully if I come back, the mantas will still be here doing their own thing. Anyway, that's another video. Hope you enjoyed it. The adventures continue. I can't believe this. This seems like 10 years worth of adventures for me, and it's just happening week after week after week. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to the continued support from my patrons. So good. Glad you're along for the ride, and I hope you're getting something out of this. Obviously I'm not making any money out of this, but your support helps me with the internet costs and that. Any of you who are enjoying this and would like to support in the same way this adventure I'm on, just go over to the Patreon site, put in Vernon Deck on the search engine, and you'll come up there and you can see what's on offer there. Anyway, I would be very happy to welcome any new patrons on board, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.
You're scared, mostly of the unknown. You always turn back to what you've outgrown. Maybe it's hard to come to face with such solitude. You used to love every moment.